Do you support Donald Trump?
Yeah, I do.
Why are you saying Democrats want slave labor? What are you talking about?
Because you guys are all crying and whining about illegals.
I think undocumented immigrants who are in the country have not committed violent crime or bad crime should be given a pathway to citizenship.
Yeah, I don't care about, like, immigrants at all. I'm saying the people that are coming here illegal,
Yeah, I
just
said
leave the right way.
undocumented
That's all we want.
immigrants. Undocumented immigrants, if they've not committed a violent crime or bad crime, they should be given a pathway to citizenship.
If they aren't. Okay, illegal is illegal, period.
Okay. Who did you vote for?
Trump, duh.
You're totally okay with people breaking the law because he's a convicted criminal held civilly liable for a woman that pardoned
Oh,
violent rioters on
Lord,
January
here we
6th who
go.
police officers, and you still voted for him.
Yeah, I did. What about it?
Is that it? That's all you got? You're just like, oh, I voted for him regardless of the fact that he's a convicted criminal and he literally pardoned violent rioters. Like, do you understand?
Violent
By the way, the other
rioters.
guy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what they are. That's who he pardoned.
Yes, I am a couple drinks in for all of your chatters.
I'm not surprised.
Nah? My day off of work, which you liberals wouldn't know what work is, you know.
I'm working my job currently.
Okay.
You don't think this is
I
a
don't
job?
hate you at all. I just think when you said you were so proud of California and all, quick Google search would
Wait,
let
hold
you
up. Can
know
you answer my
that.
question? Do you think that I have a job?
I mean, if you want to call this a job, sure. I'm not gonna
Do
hate
do
you on
you
it.
call this a job?
You're making money, so yeah, that's a job. I'm not gonna argue with you on that. I'm just saying when you were talking about California earlier, you know California has the most people moving out of that state. Quick Google search would tell you that, right?
The population has increased. You're thinking of prior months, like during COVID times,
Go to
or
Google
prior years.
and
Sorry,
look up
I
which
have.
state is the most moved out of state right now.
That's because it has a higher population than most other states. I live in California, where people trust me. I hope that people are moving out because then maybe prices will go down for the houses. That'd be great.
I'm just telling you
I'm
that
just joking,
right
by the way.
now.
I'm just
Just
joking.
quick Google search will tell you that California is the most moved out state for people.
Okay, so again, if even if that is true, that would be because of the level of population. And also, by the way, if the population is increasing, it's not the most moved out state.
Okay, Google it. Let me look. Just tell me what it is.
I
I
already
just looked
have.
it
I already
up
have.
on
There
Google.
was increase by 0.5% in population the last year.
All right. Let me Google this for you. Literally just Googled it and it said California has the most people moving out of that state.
Do
Go ahead and
do
look that
do
up
per
again.
capita. Do per capita. Ask per capita.
My bad. It said Alaska, New York, and California. So yeah, liberal states.
So again, like the highest population states is what you're looking for. So again, you're not looking at per capita, and that's how the way
Literally
you would look at
just
that is
Googled it, bro.
look at population increase or decrease. You can look. There was increase in population for California. Okay. Secondly, like, can I ask you this question? Wait, did you say Alaska is a liberal state?
No, I'm saying it said Alaska, New York, and California.
Yeah, Alaska. Is that a liberal or is that a conservative state?
I'd say it's more Republican, but there are liberals that live there.
Really? No, I thought there were no liberals that lived in Alaska.
Oh, okay.
Can you name me like a policy or a thing that Trump has done this administration that you think is good? Like, do you like him cutting people off of health insurance and food stamps?
He's not cutting people off health insurance and
Yes, he
food
is.
stamps. It's
Yes, he is.
actually, you can work. If you can work and you're able bodied under 65 years old and you can work 80 hours a month, yeah. You can get the benefits, but
Okay, so
I
you
don't want to
agree with
support
cutting
lazy people.
so you agree with cutting 10 million people off their health insurance.
Sure, if they're lazy,
So by the way, that doesn't mean that they're lazy. One, two, as it relates to this, what qualifies as lazy to you?
people that can't work 80 hours a week that
80
are
hours a
not
week?
disabled or on
Wait. How many hours do you work a
or
week?
over 65.
How many hours do you
How
work a
many
week?
hours do I work a week? 40 plus.
So you work half as many hours as you should be. You said 80 hours a week. So you're
80
lazy.
hours a month. If you can't
Oh.
work 20 hours a week,
Hold up. So you
you
say
are
month
lazy.
now. So now it's a month. So then here's my question. Why only 20 hours a week? Why if someone works 19 hours, are they lazy?
Then you need to get another job or talk to your manager. It's not that hard.
If they work 19 hours, are they lazy?
Why would you just work 19 hours if you want benefits? Work 20. It's not that hard.
Oh, okay. So then wait. Actually, I have a question. Do you think stay-at-home moms should get Medicaid?
No, their husband should be working.
What if their husband can't afford health insurance for both people? Do you think that they should lose their health insurance because they're a stay-at-home
No,
mom?
then the other person, then she should get a job.
She can't be a stay-at-home mom anymore.
I was a stay-at-home mom. I'm currently working part-time to help with my husband. It's not that hard.
But like, let's say that like she in that circumstance can't find a job, right? It's in a recessionary period, right? And she you would think that should lose her health insurance?
There's way around the system. I mean, I understand where you're coming from. Um, if it's a single mom, she can't find a job, they should give, so many months or whatever to be able to find her a job. But government assistance isn't mean, like, isn't.
Everyone should have health insurance regardless. Like there's not a single person in this country I think shouldn't have health insurance. The idea that you have in your head that some people should receive health insurance and some people shouldn't, I think is ridiculous. Do you think some people shouldn't be protected by the police? Do you think some people shouldn't get education K through 12? Do you think some people shouldn't be able to use public roads? Like explain to me like what do you think that
I mean, I get where you're coming from, and I'm trying to find the words for this.
do you think lazy people shouldn't be able to use public roads? Do you think they shouldn't
There's
get K through
always a
12
way and a
for their
will.
children?
if if you really want to do better for your children, there's always a way and a will to do better.
Wait,
Is what I'm trying
let's
to
say
get
a
at.
certain parent doesn't care. Does that mean that their kid should suffer?
Their kids should never suffer. That's just a
So, but
crappy
like that's the
parent.
inevitable reality is that if you limit the amount of food stamps, that's going to limit how much is going to the kid too. Like
I mean,
for children who are above the age of 7 years old, their parents can be cut off food stamps because it is the case that they don't meet the particular work requirements. Again,
I
everyone should
think the
have health
whole
insurance.
system needs to
Did you know that there are 45 to 60?
change for single parents.
Did you know that there are 45 to
I
68,000 American lives that are lost every single year due to lack of health insurance because people can't get access to preventative health insurance or health care, and because they can't get access to preventative health care, that means that they are more likely to develop chronic disease in the long run, that they're more likely to die even if they get access to emergency health care. So again, there are tens of thousands of Americans, mothers, daughters, sons, fathers, siblings, right? Or we're talking our parents, we're talking children, right? That literally die in this country because it is the case that they don't have the ability to afford health insurance. That should never happen in the
There's
richest
also the
country in the
fact
history
of
of the world.
people who are just having kids to have kids and live off government assistance. I mean, you
So
shouldn't
wait,
have.
you can't just
I mean,
live
I
off of
understand if you're
Medicaid and food
protected and
stamps.
everything and you're
Wait.
having
Think about it this way.
kids.
You can't just live off of Medicaid and food stamps. You still have to do things to be able to get income. It's not like Medicaid and food stamps is able to give people some luxurious life. Do you know how much people are actually getting in food stamps?
Yeah, some do get a lot. I worked in sales and people would be spending
How much do you think people get in food
$1,200 on
stamps?
steaks and chicken for on their EBT.
Wait, $1,200 on steaks and chicken? No, that's ridiculous. So actually,
I'm
wait,
serious.
wait,
When I
wait.
worked in sales and
Yeah,
we
yeah,
took
yeah, hold up, hold up.
EBT,
Wait,
people would be spending that
so
much.
you think, okay, how many children do they have to have in order to get 1,200?
These people had, I want to say, 4 or 5 kids. They were getting 1,200 a month.
Wait, so to clarify, you don't think a 4 to 5 children? Wait, so you don't think that we would need like $1,000 in order to be able to take care of 4 or 5 children?
Why are they having that many children in the first place if they can't afford to even feed them? That's what I'm
Let's say
saying.
something happens in which they can't feed them at that particular point. That would be the condition. And also, are you pro-choice?
I'm okay. Let's say this: if they are great, or it's
No,
incest
for
or
elective
anything like,
reasons. For elective reasons.
I'm pro-choice for or
For elective reasons.
no. If you
Okay,
did
okay,
the
wait.
deed,
So then
you pay the
let's
crime.
let's say that they get pregnant 5 different times and you force them to go through the pregnancies. So that's all you, man. You gotta help them out now.
Or they could use protection,
They did.
or they could
They
just
did. They just
not
happened.
do
They
the
wait,
deed.
wait. They should just stop having.
Yeah. If they don't want to use protection or do
No,
any of
no, no, no.
that, then yeah, they
I
should.
gave you a scenario where they use protection every single time because it's not
Okay,
100%.
that's like a point. What is that?
Yeah,
1.5%
and
chance
they're
they get
super
pregnant.
lucky.
Then that's their issue, not mine.
But you're the one who's saying they should be forced to go through pregnancies.
Yeah, if they decide to do the deed and they're that fertile, for example, yeah.
Okay, so then, oh wait, so you think they should be forced to go through pregnancy, but you don't want to help them as soon as they're out of the womb?
No, because they
Oh,
decided
you're on your
that on
own.
their own
Have the
accord.
kid. You're on your own after that one. What happened to like providing basic necessities for them? You're the one who wanted them to have the kid.
That's their own issue, not mine. They did the deed. They paid
Actually,
the crime.
as a society, it's our issue to ensure that everyone in this country is taken care of, everyone is fed, everyone has adequate health care and housing. I think that is our duty as a society. And the fact that you don't have compassion and empathy for your fellow American citizens tells me you don't actually love this country. You don't put America first. And it's actually laughable that you think you do.
No, I love this country. It's the greatest country in the
Well, then,
world.
if you love this
And
country and you
that's
have
why we
actually thought it
have.
was the greatest country in the history of the world, well, then maybe you'd actually be able to provide for some of the American citizens.
No, why should I pay for someone who decided to have didn't protect
Doesn't sound like a
themselves?
great country.
Oh, it's a great country. I love it. That's why we have freedom of speech.
Also, why are you so, like again? Why are you acting like people having is the worst thing in the world?
If they decide to do it without protection,
Wait,
without
if they use
birth
protection,
control,
if they
etc.,
do
that's
use
their own
protection, can they
thing.
get an abortion?
Sure.
Okay, so now everyone, when they get an abortion, will just say that they use protection. Good job.
But you do know that's like a 1% chance. So
Wait, so if you can just get an okay, you know what? I'm fine with that. Everyone will just say that they used a condom when even if they didn't.
so you're gonna lie to make it better for themselves.
Well, yeah, if they can get access to legal abortion.
That's a ridiculous statement.
I mean, I would tell my girlfriend to do that, right? If it is the case that she wanted to get an abortion, I would support her if she wanted to get an abortion. I would support her if she wanted to have the kid. I would support her either way, right? But like, yeah, if she wanted to have an abortion, yeah, absolutely. In that circumstance, you would lie and say that you use protection even if you didn't.
That's just dumb. Why would you do that?
Why? Because that's better for her health. She wants to get the abortion. It's better for her health to get the abortion in that context than to have to go through the context of the pregnancy. Like, I'm thinking about her medical health, you know? And if she doesn't want to have
You
a
talk
kid
about
yet,
Trump's
then
bankruptcies.
why would she do that? What's up? Oh, I can't hear her. She's cutting out. Oh, she left.